Billionaires, even past Bilderberg members with the Republican establishment and CEOs of tech giants, met secretly on a private island off Georgia a few days ago to plot how to stop this man, Donald J. Trump, who already has 1/3 of the delegates to secure the Republican nomination, and within the next few days looks like he will do so in the key primary states. Now, this meeting was called, according to some sources, the American Enterprise Institute's annual World Forum, a very fancy name for AKA just a bunch of elite buttholes who want to screw you over and to benefit themselves. That's exactly what happens at private off-the-record meetings with no transparency and oversight, where the elites, like Dick Cheney, who's pictured here at one of the meetings, who's a pervert and war criminal, are there to help themselves. It's that clear. It's that simple. Because when we have prominent people in our society do something good for the betterment of humanity, they speak about it openly. They brag about it. But this time, they're all being very hush-hush. People like Apple CEO Tim Cook, Google co-founder Larry Page, Napster creator and Facebook investor Sean Parker, and Tesla Motors SpaceX honcho Elon Musk, all with Karl Rove, Paul Ryan, Tom Cohen, Cory Gardner, Tim Scott, Rob Portman, and of course billionaires who finance the political system and buy out our very government for the benefit of the few corporate elite buttholes that really run things behind the scenes. Now, according to some sources, Trump was a major issue of discussion, especially by Karl Rove, who was there. But according to Elon Musk, he wasn't there. I didn't attend no secret meeting to stop Trump. What are you talking about? Then he tweeted that he was only there to talk about Mars and sustainable energy. When asked if he supports Donald Trump, Elon Musk simply answered no. But again, the burden of proof is on these people. We have no idea what happened at this meeting on this private island resort, which is impossible to get to unless you have a private jet. And we have to understand, with so much secrecy, with so many powerful people in the room, with this darkness comes a lot of nefarious evil acts. We always see this throughout history. There's many of these meetings always taking place, and of course, the key reason they are off the record is because they want no public scrutiny of what these people are actually doing. Now, whether Elon Musk was baited in there to talk about Mars and sustainable energy, or whether there's a bigger plan, again, we don't know. But in these situations, when you don't know and elites are coming together, you could only imagine the horrible things that these people are doing. And it's best to be skeptical, to say the least. Now, it could be that the Republican establishment could be using the fact that Donald Trump has sided heavily with the FBI when it comes to the major privacy debate that's happening right now between Apple and the FBI. And maybe that's why we had Apple CEO Tim Cook there, which Donald Trump is in direct opposition to and has actually called for the boycott of Apple. Now, Donald Trump, with this very important debate, has sided with the FBI. He says he agrees with them 100%. And he says because of security, because of common sense, Apple should concede to the FBI immediately and give them everything that they need in order for your security. And again, the major debate is happening over one of the San Bernardino suspects. The FBI wants their phone unlocked that the suspect had. Apple is standing ground and saying no. And now we have more information that's really important to understand with this whole debate. When we have Edward Snowden in just a few hours come out and say it's bullshit that the FBI can't unlock this phone. On Twitter, Edward Snowden provided these 5 important bullet points to fully understand the Apple versus FBI debate. And he said publicly, the FBI already has all of the suspects' communication records, who they talk to and how, as they are stored by service providers, not on the phone itself. And it is true, Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, and other service providers work hand in hand with the government and provide them all information about your private communications. This is true. Number 2, the FBI has received a comprehensive backup of all the suspects' data until just 6 weeks before the crime. That is also true. Copies of the suspects' contacts with co-workers the FBI claimed were interested in are available in duplicate from those co-workers' phones. 4, the phone in controversy is a government-issued work phone. subject to consent to monitoring, not a secret terrorist communication device. The operational phones believed to be hiding incriminating physical information recovered by the FBI during a search were physically destroyed, not shielded by Apple. Alternative means for gaining access to this device and others exist that do not require the manufacturer's assistance. So what's happening here? With the FBI already having all the information, why are they going to Apple to unlock this phone? Well, Apple has just come out and said if FBI wins this case, the FBI will have access to your cameras, to your microphones, and could turn them on remotely to spy on you, which we know already happens with televisions like Samsung, who has issued public statements saying keep your private conversations away from the television because we are spying on you, we are listening on you. There's microphones and cameras inside your televisions that watch your every move, so we could give you better commercials, so you could buy more useless crap that you don't need. Facebook has even admitted on their own official website, their own official statement, they have written, which says, does Facebook record conversations? Well, no. They answered and they said, no, we don't record your conversations when you write a status update. We use your microphone to identify the things you're listening to or watching based on the music and TV matches we're able to identify. So even Facebook publicly came out and said that they are listening to you. The debate has been over. It's not a debate about privacy. Even a judge a day ago admitted the existence of the NSA prison program that Edward Snowden leaked, which shows how the federal government has streamlined its legal process to compel companies to give off private information about you through the Secret Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court. And this is what they have been doing for a number of years. This is what PRISM is. This is what private companies have been doing to better give you advertisement. This is not stopping in any way, shape, or form. And the push for more information to get more power and control over you, it's not for your security, is outright extreme when it comes to the FBI already accessing your DNA by subpoenaing private companies like 23andMe, which people go to find out their genetic information. The FBI and law enforcement has already been gaining information from those companies to get access to your genetic code, which is extremely scary, especially with the Project for a New American Century talking about genetically creating weapons in order to destroy specific people. The FBI is interested only in gaining more power and control over you. That's why they just created a new plan to spy on high school students who are critical of government policies and Western corruption. Yes, the FBI is going to teachers and are telling them to report any student who is anti-government. They are creating a database of people who are calling them out on their wrongdoings. And this has come to a crescendo moment, especially with the fact that there is an independent journalist sitting in jail right now with charges of conspiracy to impede federal officers for simply documenting and calling the government out on its hypocrisies during the Bundy and Bureau of Land Management standoff that recently happened. We are living in a brave new world where even people critical of government who are journalists are being sent to jail. People as young as 14, people in high school are being put in government databases and are being watched for being anti-government, for being transparent, for being just honest with the true state of our country. And if this wasn't bad enough news already, we have the very fact that former Google CEO Eric Schmidt has just got a new job with the Pentagon, where he's going to issue in a new era of police state control over you, which is expanding dramatically, with the Pentagon just admitting that it is deploying military drones over the US skies to spy on Americans. Killer spying robots are flying above you that you can't even see right now, that could kill you in a matter of seconds. You wouldn't even see it coming. This is an existence that we are under right now, and it's only because there has been no due diligence, there has been no actual reporting from the mainstream media. People need to know about this, and they're not being told about the encircling fence that's coming in all around us, destroying freedom, destroying critical debate, the free expression of thought, and being able to criticize your government to make it better is utterly gone, and it's evaporating right in front of our eyes until we stop it, and we could stop it by sharing information, standing up for your rights, and not backing down any way, shape, or form from the tyranny that they're trying to engulf in us. This could be done peacefully, and it could only be done peacefully through proper means of communication. Share this video with your friends. Get the word out. We're living in a new, brave, new world. Let's make sure we have an answer to the 1984 that we are all facing right now. Thank you again so much for watching and supporting real independent media, news funded and supported for you and by you. Thank you everyone supporting us. Even giving $1 on Patreon means the world to us and helps keep this independent operation going. Subscribe. We're going to have a lot more information coming here your way on youtube.com/we are change.